So in this video we're going to solve question number 10. So the question says 80 machines can produce 4800 identical pens in 5 hours. 80 machines can produce 4800 identical pens in 5 hours. So it has two parts. The first part is asking how many pens would one machine produce in 1 hour. So first let me write the question. Question is actually saying 80 machines in 5 hours. It makes 4800 pens. So this is just basically stating the question, but there is a small thing that you have to notice. So in the answer you have to find how many pens one machine would produce in 1 hour. So number of pens, that is what you have to find. Okay, so you put this at the end. So in this question, you actually have three quantities where they're interrelated, they're affecting one another. So you have to find how many pens would one machine produce in 1 hour. So you have to, from 80 machines is going to become one machine, and time instead of 5 hours is going to be 1 hour. So instead of changing two quantities, let me just change one quantity. So 80 machines, so instead of that I have one machine. The time is going to remain the same. Let me keep it 5 hours. So now the number of pens produced, so you have to think is whether it's going to increase or it's going to decrease. So 80 machines 5 hours is producing 4800 pens. The time remains the same. Now if you have only one machine, then number of pens that will be produced is going to decrease. Okay. Is going to decrease. So now one machine is going to remain like that. So time instead of 5 hours we are going to make it 1 hour. So now we are changing this quantity. So instead of 5 hours, if you had 1 hour, then again the number of pens is also going to decrease. So you divide this quantity again by 5. So you get actually 12 pens. So this is actually part A. Let me go over it again. So 80 machines, 5 hours, 4800 pens. So you have to find how many pens would be produced by one machine in 1 hour at the same rate. So first 80 machines 5 hours, you find the number of pens produced by one machine in 5 hours. So it's going to be 4800 divided by 80. Okay. Now instead of 5 hours, if you have 1 hour, then again you're going to divide this quantity again by 5 because the number of pens produced is going to decrease. So this is question number 10, part A. Now we're going to solve part B. So part B, they are saying that how many pens would 25 machines produce in 7 hours? How many pens would 25 machines produce in 7 hours? So for this, let me use the answer of the previous part. So we found out that one machine in 1 hour, it produces 12 pens. Now you have to find how many pens will be produced by 25 machines in 7 hours. So you can do this in one step, but I'm dividing it into two steps. So let me first change the number of machines. Now the number of machines is 25. Let me keep the time the same. So instead of one machine, if you're using 25 machines, number of pens produced is going to be larger, 12 into 25. At the same time, now let's say also you change the time. 25 machines and the time is 7 hours. So number of pens produced is going to be 12 into 25 into 7. So it's going to be 2100 pens.